Alright, make it quick. I gotta go to bed in 4 fucking minutes. I had kickball. We won the championship. Gotta fucking go to bed now. I'm gonna increase my waking time by 30 minutes ish, maybe 40 minutes. And we'll see how it goes. Alright, where were we before? I guess not very far. Because we had stacks, yep, we had pushes and pops. We had pushing something onto the stack. We had popping. We had peeking to see how much is in there. Checking to see what the next one is without actually removing it. Excuse me. Okay, so stacks are some sort of structure, some sort of okay, it's a container specifically, and it has specific types of, I'm guessing, functions that we can call to do these different things to them. And this is last in, first out, meaning boom, or whoa, hold. It's like call function A from main. Well, main calls function A, calls function B. B has to return first, so it is the last onto the stack and first off of the stack. I almost like, I kind of like LOFO better instead of last in, first out. In, out, it's really on, off, seems like, but okay. You know, sure, sounds good. The common, it's like right now I'm energized, but if I stay up any longer, then I'm gonna be messed up. We discussed the call, in my sleep will be jacked up again. We discussed the call stack, keeps track of the functions. Yeah, so we call boom, calls the next, has to return, calls the next, return, return. Yeah, cool. Alright, the call stack is a stack, makes sense. The function is called an entry with information called an entry with information about that function is added to the top of the call stack. That way we know, hey, which one is actually at the top of the call stack. There's something in there, maybe a function pointer, and maybe, I guess the call stack is a stack, and technically it's a stack of pointer values. So we can say, hey, this one has, this pointer, I guess, hasn't returned or hasn't evaluated to something yet. And we can check whether it's done or not. When the function returns the entry containing information, but hold, containing information about the function is removed. Okay. And maybe that's a pointer, and the pointer is maybe a pointer to an object that holds the address of the function and holds whether it has completed or not. This way, the top of the call stack always represents the currently executed function. Makes sense. Yeah, because we go, okay, this one's executing. Oh, now this one's executing. This is the one that's executing now. And then we return to the next one below. Or the previous one below. Each subsequent entry, the one that was previously executing. Yep, makes sense. Cool. So we're empty. And I'm guessing we're gonna see like bum 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 bum, something like that. So we have the stack. Push one, push to get on again, push three again. We pop one to go down on 1 and 2. 2 hasn't returned yet. We push another one. Now 2 has executed another one. And now we pop. And then we pop again. And then we pop. So it's like, okay. We call A. A calls B. We go back to A. B returns to A. A calls C, which calls D. D returns to C. C returns to A. A calls E. E calls F. E calls G. G returns to F. F returns to E. E returns to, well, and then E returns to A, and then boom, we're done. Something like that. Stacks implemented as its own, in some languages, is its own discrete container type. Okay. Meaning it's literally a thing. So like a standard vector, we could have, I guess, a stack that we're creating. But it could be limiting. If we want to print all values in a stack without modifying the stack, how does that work? Because don't you have to get access to the next thing, we have to pop the top thing off the stack? It seems like in order to get access to the next thing, we have to pop. We can peek the current one. We can look at the current top of the stack. I can like pull the stack over here and look at it, but I don't know what's underneath unless I actually pop these guys off, which means that those have to return, maybe? Okay, that's it. That's all I have time for. A pure stack interface does not provide, oops, provide. Okay, doke. All right, that's it. Like literally no time today. Don't even have time to code. But okay, more tomorrow.